Good evening, I'm Tamika Alexander. Thanks for joining us and happy Thanksgiving. We begin tonight with a countdown to the shopping frenzy known as Black Friday. Some stores have already opened their doors, but for others, lines have started to form in Tuscaloosa. WVUA's Travis Leader is live outside Midtown Village with more on this Black Friday Eve. Travis.
Thanks, Tamika. It's a very unusual sight here at Midtown Village, here in the heart of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It is just past 10 o'clock on a Thursday, and it's becoming increasingly hard to find a good parking space. Some of these stores here at the Village, like the Best Buy behind me, will be opening in just under a couple hours. Now here's a look at the crowds lined up for the big sales earlier today all throughout Tuscaloosa. Many have waited for more than 12 hours to find great deals. Some of the longer lines have been at Toys R Us, Target, and Best Buy. WVUA talked to one woman who put up with the long wait so she could get a new TV for her brother, who is currently serving overseas.
He sacrificed, leaving the family, leaving all his friends. He had a fiance. He sacrificed all of that to go. So, I mean, 12 hours of my time compared to a whole year for him, it's worth it. If that's what he wanted for Christmas, I'll do it.
Now here's a look at some store openings around Tuscaloosa. Walmart, Kmart, and Toys R Us have already opened at 8 o'clock tonight. Target opened just a little bit over an hour ago at 9 o'clock. Best Buy and Old Navy here at Midtown Village are opening at midnight. Now right across the street from me over on the other side of McFarland Boulevard, the University Mall will open at midnight, and I've already seen hundreds of cars parked over there. Then later on in the morning, Lowe's and Home Depot open at 5 in the morning. Academy Sports will also open at 5, and then Woods and Water will open at 6. Now, if you have seen all your Black Friday ads, you will be able to take advantage of many doorbuster sales starting tonight into the early morning hours. Now, Walmart is doing 3 of these sales. One of them just started at 10 o'clock tonight, and then they'll have a third wave of doorbuster sales at 5 o'clock in the morning. So there will be many shoppers either waking up really early or sleeping in really late tomorrow. Reporting live at Midtown Village in Tuscaloosa, Travis Leader, WVUA News. Tamika?
Thanks, Travis. While many of you enjoyed a Thanksgiving dinner at home with your family, hundreds of people came to Chuck's Fish and enjoyed a free feast for a good cause. Project Blessings teamed up with the downtown restaurant to provide free food for anyone in need. Volunteers filled the restaurant serving Thanksgiving meals and desserts. Even children helped out by folding silverware. Donations were optional, but many were helping out the cause. One Project Blessings board member says this event brings out the best in the community.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama is the best, and we're just so proud of the individuals who've volunteered today, and for those individuals who've come to celebrate Thanksgiving at this location.
Also, Alberta Baptist Church provided a Thanksgiving meal to the community. The event was held at the site of their damaged church, but they have begun the process of rebuilding their new church. Local organizers say they know many in the community are still slow getting back on their feet, and they say one rewarding part of their feast is to see people together for the holidays.
I know there are some that are so lonely, and some that are grief-stricken, and some in pain, and we just want to reach out to those people to let them know that they're not alone and that God loves them and that we love them.
And of course, the VFW Post 6022 was busy cooking today as well. The VFW brought in 2 buses full of veterans from the VA Medical Center to share the meal. The public was also invited to share their holiday with local veterans. Post Commander David Douglas says seeing the smiles on everyone's faces makes it all worthwhile. Douglas says days like this, one can be very important to veterans.
We got some veterans in the community that don't have family, and we get them to come out here and have dinner with us, and it's like just like a family getting together, veterans out here.
Well, by this time, you most likely are full off your Thanksgiving meal, but what about the meal made you so sleepy? Are there myths about Thanksgiving food that have gone on for years? To help dispel some of those rumors, Holly Furfer spoke with a registered dietitian to find the truth.
Turkey makes you sleepy. Desserts can lead to acne. We hear these ideas tossed around during the holidays, but they're actually myths. Turkey does contain a chemical called tryptophan, which can act like a natural sedative, but it doesn't have any more than many other foods.
Or even if we overdo the turkey, we're not eating that much tryptophan to really cause us to be sleepy.
Consuming way too many calories is what puts us in our post-meal slumber, not the tryptophan. Another myth is that drinking additional alcohol will cure a hangover. Actually, dehydration after a heavy night of drinking is what usually causes a hangover.
If you can eat something and drink a lot of water, that would be the ideal way to cure a hangover.
It's also a myth that ingredients in desserts can cause acne. Rather, it's touching a greasy holiday treat and then touching your face that may lead to a flare-up. Is it a myth or truth that eating stuffing can give us salmonella and make us sick? Well, that depends on how you cook it.
When we stuff our turkey and we don't get the temperature up to at least 165 to make sure that we've really killed off all that bacteria, then we can get salmonella.
Cook all stuffing, whether inside or outside of the bird, to 165 degrees. For today's Health Minute, I'm Holly Furfer.
Turning now to the weather, let's get a first check on Alabama's home team forecast. Daniel Sparkman joins us now with more. Daniel, I'm sure a lot of people were thankful for the beautiful weather we enjoyed today.
Absolutely. I mean, I know me and my family, we were outside a good bit of the day. In fact, I was like, well, it's cooler outside than it is inside. So we're taking a live look right now over the city of Tuscaloosa. You can see here, this is University Mall, Target back there, also Midtown off in the distance, the McFarland Boulevard, 15th Street intersection there. And very nice night outside right now. Those temperatures very nice across much of the area. You can see those temperatures right now, 49 in Tuscaloosa, 50 up in Birmingham, starting Tuscaloosa, clear skies out there, 90% humidity. Demopolis right now at 45 degrees, and it's 49 in Haleyville at this hour. Let's get a look overnight tonight for those shoppers who are going to be out. Midnight, we're expected about 50 degrees, 3 a.m., much of the same, and then by 6 a.m. early morning, we should be at that low for the day with 46 degrees to start out our Friday. And then that Iron Bowl forecast for Saturday looking very nice out there. It's going to be in the 50s for kickoff, and we'll see those temperatures quickly cool off, the mid-40s by halftime and the 40 by the end of the game. I'll have your full weekend forecast coming up. Tamika.
Thanks, Daniel. This weekend is a busy one. Not only is it Thanksgiving, but now Tide fans must prepare for the Big Iron Bowl. With a look at game information and how to schedule your day, WVUA's Victoria Sheehan joins us in the studio with more. Victoria?
Thanks, Tamika. That's right. It's a quick turnaround for families. Today was the turkey, but this Saturday is definitely about the football. So here's a look at what's going on this weekend. Tailgating set up on the quad starts at 6 p.m. tomorrow. There are actually a few tents already set up, but if your family wants something to do the morning of the game, the Bryant Museum is open from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. on Saturday. And hey, if you don't want to leave the house but still want to get your football fix, remember Crimson Tide kickoff and WVUA's Gary Harris will be live from the Bryant Museum at 8 a.m. And also, former Alabama quarterback Jay Barker will be signing autographs at the All-State tent from noon until 1 p.m. on Saturday. The Walk of Champions is set for 12:30 p.m. The Elephant Stomp at Gorgas Library is set for 1:30. And the main event, the Iron Bowl, kicks off at 2:30 in Bryant-Denny Stadium. Now, for more information on events, call Tuscaloosa's 311 or visit our website, WVUATV.com. Click numbers and links. And so if you're traveling into Tuscaloosa for this weekend's game, there are certain roads that will save you time on your travels, and game day officials are urging fans to be aware of the roads they take ahead of time.
Depending on the time that you leave from the Birmingham area, for example, the 2059 alternate to 459 could save you up to 1 hour.
And this is kind of a look of what she's talking about. Right here is what she was mentioning. It's the red area, and that's what officials really want you to avoid, which is 459 from Hoover to McCullough. And they're basing that off of actual traffic backups that happened on game days last year. Instead, try traveling north to I-20/I-59 south to Tuscaloosa, which could save you up to an hour and a half in avoiding traffic. Now, once you've gotten onto I-2059, there are a couple ways that you can save even more time. You can take exit 100, the Abernat-Bucksville exit, or exit 89, which is Mercedes Drive. Both have access into Tuscaloosa, and Johnson says these roads are much less traveled. So not only are fans going to be battling holiday traffic, Tamika, they'll be battling other fans heading to the game. Now, if anyone wants more information, they can visit our website, WVUATV.com, click on numbers and links, and there'll be a link to UA Game Day's website.
And for those who are on Twitter, I understand there's another way for them to get information as well, Victoria.
Yes, that's right. You can follow them on Twitter by following at UA Game Day.
All right, thanks, Victoria. Well, some fans are already here and chose to celebrate Thanksgiving out on the open water. The Bama Navy came out with several games for last year and docks at the Manderson Landing, from speedboats to yachts to houseboats. They came in watercrafts of all kinds for the Iron Bowl. There will be more than 50 boats out on the water. Today, there were a few boats who came out a little early. WVUA met two friends who say their houseboats are both divided in who they want to win Saturday's Iron Bowl.
Well, actually, not all of us are Alabama fans. My mom and dad are War Eagle. You see, they love Auburn. They're just hoping that Auburn can kick Alabama's butt. But Alabama's going to kick Auburn's butt. And it's like Alabama's going to win the national championship.
All right, guess they're both divided there. It's a day filled with feasting, football, family, and floats, but this Thanksgiving also saw Americans lending a hand and sending messages from faraway lands. Stacey Cohen reports from holiday celebrations around the nation.
On this Thanksgiving, a day full of turkey, tradition, and helping those in need. The usual cast of characters showed up to see the 86th annual Macy's Day Parade, as well as some first-timers like Papa Smurf. There was even an early appearance from Santa. An estimated 3 million people were expected to watch in person, another 50 million to tune in from home.
This is a day full of family and friends, food, and football.
In his Thanksgiving Day address, President Obama urged Americans to be grateful for what they have.
It's a time to give thanks for each other and for the incredible bounty we enjoy in this country.
But this holiday season, many are still struggling to recover from the devastation of Superstorm Sandy. So today, over 1,300 volunteers from New Jersey traveled to Staten Island to serve warm meals and distribute supplies to victims of the storm.
We just want to give them a little hope back and just let them know that we are here to support them in any way.
Overseas, a taste of tradition, thousands of miles from home. These troops from the 1st Infantry Division in Afghanistan's Bagram airfield took a short break to chow down on their Thanksgiving meal.
There's Daddy!
While other families, like the McCormicks, were lucky enough to greet their hero in person after a 6-month deployment.
I got Skype and stuff like that, but so you get to see a little bit of it, but to see it in person is just amazing.
In Washington, I'm Stacey Cohen.
When WVUA News at 10 returns, a huge pileup sends hundreds of people to the hospital in Texas. Find out what authorities say may have caused the accident. And Nick Saban talks about the Iron Bowl that's coming up later in your home team sports.